Hey guys, for today's video, I wanted to tell you about something I've been thinking a lot about lately, and that was something that happened here in this house when we had first moved here. And this is the house that we moved into when I was 13. So if you haven't watched my other experiences in this house at the very beginning, my first experience here when I was 13, right after we moved here, was the hopping penny. So if you haven't checked out that video, I'll leave it in the little I section somewhere on the screen so you can check that out in case you haven't. But something else that happened later on in this house that really stands out, and I'll always remember back to it when anybody tells me their ghost stories or stories about spirits, was when I was asleep in my room one night and I kept hearing something, and I saw what appeared to be a little boy. And I saw this little boy several different times. It was kind of like one of those things where you just see out of the corner of your eye. And at first I would just always brush it off. I thought I was imagining things until it just happened so frequently that I would see this little boy in different areas, and he always just seemed so sad. I felt overwhelmed with sadness when I seen this little boy. But one day when I saw him, he was kind of sitting there before he vanished, and he was in like older clothes. But I just saw him sitting kind of like cross-legged in the floor, and he vanished really quickly. I never saw this image very long, so he was always just kind of bam there and bam gone. So just one day when I was making eye contact with it before it actually vanished, the name came to my head, Benjamin Bradley, and that was really freaky to me because I didn't know why I was thinking of that. So I took it upon myself to look that up later on, and I found out that Benjamin Bradley had died of a disease. I forget how you pronounce it. I think it's spelled S-C-R-U-F-F-O-L-A, but it was something really, really similar to tuberculosis, if not the same. I'm not sure if they meant that that was something they called it back then, or they were just a similar disease, but that name came up in my search, and he had died of that disease, and he had left behind a 6-year-old boy that followed in death from the same disease a year or two later after his father. So that just really freaked me out, that I was seeing this little boy. And then when I researched the name that came to my head, that I did find traces of a little boy that was left behind, and it was close to my area in the 1800s. So it just really, really creeped me out, and I've always remembered that just because it was such a prominent experience, because things did add up to research when I did look into it later on, when I thought to look into it. And it's just something really interesting that I think back to often, and I thought I would share it with you guys because it's one of my most memorable experiences, and I wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you've not already. I post a new video every Wednesday and Sunday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love each and every one of you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.